Good morning, my dear students. In previous class, we have discussed about what is mean by array, types of array, and how we are going to calculate a length of an array. And you know, like how we are going to calculate length of an array, you have to consider what lower bound and upper bound. According to lower bound and upper bound, you are going to find a length of an array. Lower bound means beginning of an array. Upper bound means end of an array. So array always starts from 0 and ends with what? N minus 1. And today's concept and in today's class we are going to discuss about how we are going to represent one dimensional array. Like how we are going to find one dimensional array. So consider a linear array. Consider a linear array. In this linear array, all the data items that are arranged in sequential order. Okay, any linear array you take, all the data items or data elements that is arranged in a sequential order. According to that subscript position, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, according to that index we are going to access the data. So, the first element of an array we are calling as what? Base address. First element of an array we are calling as what? Base address. Okay, base address we are going to call. According to this base address, we are going to find what? A length of an array. We are going to calculate what? Address of an array. And I'll take one example. Consider a string. Consider a string. Yes. Okay, yes is a string. And I am passing one string like hello. Okay, see this is my string. What is mean by string? String means it is a set of characters that is enclosed within a double quotes. We are calling as what? String. String means it is a group of character. See in this example, how many characters I have taken? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This 5 characters we are calling as what? It's a group of characters that is enclosed within this double quotes. We are calling as what? String. And always a string ends with what? Null character. Always a string ends with what? A null character. Now what you are going to do, you have to find an address of a string. Okay, you have to find what? Address of a string. First I'll apply a formula. If you want to find an address of any element, if you want to find an address of any element, you have to use a formula. What is that formula? That is location A of P is equal to base of A plus WP minus LB. So this is the formula you have to apply for what? For finding the address of any element. That is location. A is a name of an array and P means the location and base address. Always the first element of an array we are considering as what? Base address plus W indicates that how many number of words that are present inside the memory cell. Like how many number of characters that are present inside a memory cell we are calling as what? Word. And again P it is a position and we are going to consider what? Lower bound. This is very important. According to this formula you are going to calculate an address of an element. Now I have taken an example as what? String. Yes. Okay, S is a string variable and I am passing a character, set of character that is what? Hello, and string always enclosed within what? Double quotes, and string ends with what? A null character. Now I want to find an address. Before finding an address, first I am going to represent and what? Array. First I'll take one example. See, consider an array. Consider an array. This is my array and my array name is what? Yes. And I am passing some address. That is, this is address. That is what? 1000, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. It starts from what? 0. And I am going to find what? Location. Location, that is what? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or else you can take like this: S of 0, S of 1, S of 2, S of 3 and S of 4. So here, yes, it is a name of an array, and S of 0, S of 1, 2, 3, 4, it is a location, and address is what? 1000, 1001, 1002, 1003 and 1004. This is the address I have given. Now I want to calculate an address of what? S of 3. S of 3. I want to calculate what? Address. I want to find the address of what? S of 3. What is the address of S of 3? That is 1003. Now how we are going to find means you have to apply the formula. Like as previous I thought formula, right? That formula you have to apply now. So here I am going to take here what? Address S of 3, address S of 3 is equal to base address of string S plus word count P minus LB. P minus LB. Now address of S of 3 you have to find. So now what is the base address of S? Base address means the beginning address. This is my beginning address. So this is my base address. Okay, see, this is my base address. That is base address of string S. So what is that? 1000. 1000 plus. So how we are going to find word count? See here, what is the string I have taken? Hello. So in this address I am going to store a single character. That is what? H E L L O. So in this memory cell I am storing a single character, that is H E L L O. So in one single memory cell I am storing how many character? One character. See, in this 1000 I have only one character H. In this 1001 I have only one character, that is E. In 1002 address I have only one character, that is L. So in each and every memory cell we are storing how many set of character? Only one character. Now my word count is equals to how much? 1. How we will get 1? Because how we will get 1 means in each and every memory cell I am storing only one character. So my word count will be 1. Then P. P means in which position you have to find an address. So what is the position now? 3. See, this is the position 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. P means either you can call position or location. You have to find an address of what? This 3. So now the P value is what? 3 minus lower bound. Lower bound means 0. As we discussed, lower bound means 0. Upper bound means 4. Okay, in this array size, which is your lower bound? That is what? 0. So now you write here 0. Now you calculate 1000 plus 3 minus 0 will get 3. 3 into 1, 3. So 1000 3 is your answer. So an address of S of 3 is what? 1003. Now you check it here. See, the address of S of 3 is what? 1003. Exactly, you are getting what? 1003. Like this, you are going to calculate an address of any element in a given array. Okay, now example I have taken what? String. So string means it is a set of characters that is enclosed within a double quotes, and always a string ends with what? A null character. So how we are going to find an address means first you have to take a location, means in which position you are going to find an address, followed by base address. Base address means beginning address. You should not consider a location. Beginning address will become what? Your base address, or a first element of a first element address we are considering what? Base address. According to that base address, how many number of characters you are going to store in a memory cell and what in which position it will be. According to that you are going to find what? An address of what? A particular element. Okay, like this you are going to find what find what address of an element. Now we'll move on to what and all the operations that is performed on one dimensional array. And the next concept, what and all the operations performed on one dimensional array. See, if you know the operations on non-linear data structure, it is easy to write what? One dimensional array. See, what and all the operations you are going to do in this one dimensional array means it is same as what? Non-linear data structure operations. Okay, first one just I will explain in detail. The first one is what? What are the main operations? The first one is what? Traversal. Already we discussed. Traversal means consider an array. Inside an array we are storing what? Data elements. So whenever you are going to access the data element, you have to access each and every element exactly once. If you didn't access one element also, it is not a traversal. Okay, consider an array. Array size I have taken 5 and you have to access all 5 elements exactly one time. We are calling as what? Traversal. And the second one is what? Insert, or you can call insertion. With the help of this insertion operation, you are going to insert a data element into an array or data item into an array. And the third one, deletion. As name itself indicates that you are going to remove or delete the data item from an array. And fourth one, searching. Searching means you are going to find an element from beginning to end of an array. Okay, suppose I want to find whether the element 30 is present or not. You are going to search from the beginning to end in a given array. Okay, searching means finding an element in an array. And fifth one, that is what? Sorting. Sorting means arranging an elements in either ascending or descending order. We are calling as what? Sorting. And the last one is what? Merging. Merging means you are going to combine one or more data items or data elements. We are calling as what? Merging. Already these definitions we have discussed in what? A non-linear data structure operation. Same thing. If you know the same concept, then you can write for what operations performed on what? One dimensional array.